Welcome to my thoughts on, where I talk about things I have thoughts on. My name's Amanda Manimo, and today we're gonna be talking about pregnancy, because we're pregnant, baby. Woo! Round of applause, I got a little critter in me. All right, so could I have filmed this literally anywhere else, and would it have probably been cute and aesthetic? The answer is yes. Should I have filmed this anywhere else? The answer is also yes. We are back in America because my husband and I just went on a long trip. We went to Korea. We went to South Korea. You'll be seeing that soon. And I kind of mentioned that I am pregnant in South Korea, but I don't ever actually kind of like announce it. So it's kind of like would have been kind of awkward for me to be like, I'm really tired while I'm walking because I'm pregnant. And you'd be like, wait, what? Who's pregnant? You or your husband? Us. The answer is we're pregnant. So I'm home visiting family in America. Had to stop at Starbucks for my favorite spinach feta wrap. I absolutely love it. And we're just gonna chit chat on everything you've been missing, because I've been pregnant for 5 months. I was actually gonna film like this exact video in Korea as a cute aesthetic sit down video at a temple park that Tyler and I had kind of visited. There were flowers, there was everything. But we were both really tired. We laid down on a rock to rest. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm 30. But my, internals think I'm actually 80. So I don't know what that's about. Me and all the freaking grandmas were, relaxing. I don't even think the grandmas were relaxing in that temple. It was just me and Tyler laying on the rock, like starfish that got stuck to the rock and couldn't leave, but we didn't want to leave. Actually, we probably couldn't leave because our bodies were so tired. We also walked in Korea. Spoiler alert, my husband and I walked over 70 miles in 5 days. So being 5 months pregnant didn't stop me there. We just had to go really slow up any hills because I would lose my breath. Even now, if I talk too much, you might hear it. I lose my breath. I'm talking and I'm like, yeah, and then so no one told me that was gonna be a symptom. Shortness of breath. Am I disappointed that this is not in a beautiful aesthetic garden and my husband isn't here to also announce it? I mean, yeah, but opportunity missed. Now we're in the car eating. So we gotta do what we gotta do. So I guess let's just start from the beginning. As I said, I am currently 20 weeks. Well, 20 weeks in 3 days. So I'm 19 weeks in 19 weeks with 5 or 4 days. So my husband and I found out in February. So do you remember my Love is Blind video? The one that did pretty well? Well, very well. I'm not gonna toot my own horn. I'm pom pom. I didn't know I was pregnant. But I clearly say in that video, if it looks like it is much later, and if it looks like I just got up from a 3-hour nap, it's because I did, baby. I'm a little out of it because I literally just woke up and I was like, I got a root beer and I got some crackers for my post-nap wake up. Like I'm friggin' 2 years old. My post-snack snack. It was that day I took a pregnancy test. The day I was filming. So when I was editing it, I knew I was pregnant. When it was uploaded, I knew it was pregnant. But while I was filming, I had no idea. And the 3-hour nap did not even It wasn't even a hint. Me, I wonder why I'm so tired, the baby. If I get spinach in my teeth, let it be. Let it be. It'll eventually come out. I can't see it. So we found out in February 19th, I believe is the exact date I found out. And my entire life, I thought I was gonna do some crazy reveal for my husband that we were pregnant. What the exact reveal I wanted to do, and I haven't told him yet, I wanted to get a Pokemon card made, and I wanted on the Pokemon card for it to say, like, I'm pregnant, and then when he, like, Pokemon revealed, pregnancy, or something. I thought that would be so cute. I still think it's a super cute idea, but it is so crazy what you have in your mind and, like, what actually happens. Literally this video. In my mind, Pokemon card, what actually happened, I didn't have a car. I needed my husband to take me to the store to get a pregnancy test. I was pretty sure I was pregnant because I was like 5 days late on my period. And this girl, since I was 12 years old, I do not miss my period. So I knew something was up. Grabbed a pregnancy test. He watched me. He knew. My husband knew. Oh, we're grabbing pregnancy test, so you are gonna try to see if you're pregnant. We went home with the rest of our groceries. I don't know if Tyler forgot. I don't know if it was in his mind, but he wasn't gonna say anything. But he took a shower, and I was like, now is the best time for me to take a pregnancy test. I took it, and I did film the results. So here's the results. Well, obviously I'm pregnant, but here's, like, me finding out.
My hair looks a little crazy, but we're gonna try this. I'm nervous. I missed my period. I'm whispering. I missed my period. Kind of. I mean, it was supposed to, I missed the end, so like I don't know when you start for a missed one, but it should have already been done and over, and it's 2 days past that. It just never started. And my stomach hurts where online it says it should, so. I'm pregnant. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should tell Tyler right now or if I should wait. It doesn't feel real. It does not feel real right now. I knew I was pregnant. This is our first child together. We're gonna have like an October baby. I don't know what to do.
Spoiler alert, I'm pregnant. So I had no idea how I was going to tell Tyler. But, like, he already knew we had bought the test. So, like, I couldn't pretend that portion of the day that had happened 20 minutes ago did not just happen. Even if he didn't say anything, eventually he would have said, like, so are you gonna... Hello? So, he comes in from after taking a shower. This man grabs a little piece of cheese from the fridge. And up until then, I had suspected I was pregnant before even missing my period because I got diarrhea for 3 days straight. And I had like these mild cramps, diarrhea for 3 days straight. I'm talking every single thing I ate. Everything. I would eat a banana. I would eat a piece of bread. I would drink water. Diarrhea. And that kind of red flag. Red flag. I looked it up. That is a sign of implantation. And I was like, okay, I live in Japan. We've been stuffing our face with raw fish. I'm just going to play it safe for a couple weeks till I get my period. And I don't want to be eating raw fish because you can't have raw fish when you're pregnant. So I hadn't been eating any sushi for 3-ish weeks. And so fast forward to the reveal. Tyler's standing in the kitchen. He's holding a piece of cheese. I turn to him and I go, well, thank goodness I haven't been having any sushi because I'm pregnant. And he goes, what? Really? Really, baby? Really? And here we are 20 weeks later. No. He was very excited. And we took a picture with him, and this is why I brought up the piece of cheese, because that's forever the photo reveal I have of my husband when he found out we're having our first child. Oh, and we called the doctor. The doctor was kind of like straight up kind of rude though. We called the doctor the next day, and Tyler was like, hey, we'd like to get, my wife is pregnant. We'd like to go. This is the first time, our first baby. What's the next steps? We'd like to follow through with the next steps. Obviously, it's to see the doctor. And the woman goes, how many tests you take? And he's like, 1. She's like, 1 test. You only took 1 test? Yeah, beach. I'm 30 years old and I haven't missed my period in 15 years. Yeah, beach. We took 1 test. It's gonna be right. Like, and she's like, when was there supposed to be period? Okay, she's missed it by 6 days now. Yeah, I guess you can come in tomorrow to take our test. So we went in the next day and took the test, and woo, pregnant. It was crazy. Our pregnancy test is still hanging on the fridge. So ever since February 19th, my little pee-pee stick has been right up against that fridge, baby. I see it every day. And we found out at 4.5 weeks. They scheduled our first doctor's appointment at week 10. We were gonna go 6 weeks without a doctor's appointment. That is something I didn't know. Thought about pregnancy, that's crazy. That's crazy I had to wait that long to, like, see my baby. I really thought, here's what I pictured. You find out you're pregnant, the way they do it, the second you find out, they go, oh, let's go lay you down. Let's go do an ultrasound. Let's go check this puppy out. That was not what happened. I had to wait 10 weeks to see my baby. So during that time, my Love is Blind video came out. Another video came out, I believe, and we had our first appointment, which has the only ultrasound in 20 weeks was from this appointment. I have no idea what my freaking little baby looks like, and all I can picture is this little tiny bean. So we go to the ultrasound appointment. Oh my God. This was super embarrassing. And on the way, I was like, oh, I have to pee. I have to use the restroom. I have to pee. And I was like, I'll pee when I get there. We get there. We sign in. We sit down. And I was like, I should go to the bathroom. And I was like, well, what if they call my name? And I'm not there. And, like, obviously Tyler's there. And I was like, well, what if they're like, oh, we'll get back to her. And then next thing you know, 20 minutes later, they come back. And I missed it. And I was like, oh, but I really have to pee. And I was like, whatever, don't care. Miss Kitchen. That's my last name. Miss Kitchen. Come in. Okay. I go in. I sit down, talk to the doctor, yada, yada, yada. And he starts doing the little ultrasound on me. And he goes, oh, I should have asked you. Me? What? He's like, do you want to go to the bathroom? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I can see your bladder. You have to go. He was looking at my full bladder. That puppy was full. And I was like, looking at the screen. Me, oh, that's really embarrassing. We're both looking at my bladder, right? So we finally get to see the baby, and I thought I was going to burst into tears. I didn't. I was excited, very happy, but I have yet to cry. It hasn't hit. It didn't hit yet, you know? I'm staring at this little critter inside me, just so cute, and he's like, yep, you're pregnant. Looked around. Nope, no twins, no triplets, no octuplets. But the little baby was jumping around. Like, their little arms were moving like this. That was like they had freaking arms. 6 weeks, the little arms were moving, little hands were moving. It was like jumping around in my stomach. And I was like, oh my God. I laughed. Have you ever seen those like TikToks where like the pregnant woman laughs and the baby's like, It's real, because I would watch my stomach and my husband would make me laugh. And the entire baby was like, bounced all in my stomach. And I was like, we get our little photos, put them on the fridge. The only photos I still have. This photo. Oh, I start getting nauseous. It's my first symptom. I start really getting nauseous. And I was like, it's finally here. Oh, and I'm tired. I forgot how tired I was. I'm taking 2-hour naps and I'm going to bed. I'm getting up at 8 a.m. I'm taking a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day. I can't even work out. I'm at the gym. I go to the gym. I walk maybe a mile. And then I have to sit down.
I'm 8 weeks pregnant right now, and the worst part is morning sickness. Well, that's like my biggest symptom. And I don't know if it's morning sickness. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, I'm pregnant. But I'm exhausted. I have no motivation. The only thing I can kind of like compare it to is like what depression would feel like. It's like I have no will to do anything, and I don't know if that's like I'm at the gym. I just did treadmill, incline walking, and now I'm doing stretching to prepare for when I'm, big. But I'm so tired. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm supposed to be like editing a video and I'll fall asleep, or I'll just sit and watch TV. Like, I don't know what is wrong with me. So that's really been the hardest thing so far that I have been struggling with overall. That and nausea. I haven't thrown up though. So a lot more women have it worse than I do. They throw up. I just think about throwing up. And if I think about throwing up, I start to gag. So even though I'm nauseous, I can't think about the fact I want to throw up. I heard it gets better in your second trimester though, so. When you're watching this, I'm in my second trimester probably.
My sleepiness and nausea is so bad, I cannot edit videos. That's kind of what took me so long coming out with more videos and stuff, is I couldn't physically do it. I was crying. See, this is the stuff I should have been filming, but like I was actually dealing with life, so I couldn't film it because it felt a little odd to be like, so we'll talk about it now. I was crying that I was so mad that I wasn't able to do anything. I was a slug. I couldn't do anything. And it was not the raised emotions making me cry. I was so effing frustrated that I wanted to edit. I wanted to film. My channel was getting bigger, but I couldn't because I couldn't manage to sit at a computer, click without being unbelievably nauseous or falling asleep. So I forgot about that. So from week 6 to 9, I was nauseous. It was bad. It was so bad that I was like, I have to tell my mom. Like, I can't do this by myself anymore. My husband goes to work for 12 to 13, 14 hours a day. I can't do this by myself. So I call my mom, and I'm not planning on telling her in this moment. It kind of just came out. We're talking about her coming to Japan, coming to visit, dropping my sister off at college, and some of the timelines aren't like matching up. And she's like, well, when you come to like, why don't we in like September meet in Tokyo and travel around? And I was like, Mom, why don't you come in October? Because that's my due date. And I was like, and why don't you meet me in Okinawa? Because that's where I live and that's where the baby will be. And she's like, well, why would I meet you in Okinawa when we always said we would meet in Tokyo to do stuff and then go to the island? Because there's not really much to do in Okinawa. It's island life, and that's about it. We're island girls. I tell my mom, well, and she's like, you're gonna help Sammy drop, you're coming in August to help to drive to where my sister's going to college, to help her, drive and drop it off and be a part of that process. And I was like, well, I can't. She's like, why? And I was like, because I'll be like 7 or 8 months pregnant. And she was like, who? I was like, me, Mom. Me. I'm pregnant. And my mom was like, are you serious? And I was like, yes. And she goes, no way. Oh my God. She goes, Grandma Letty knew somebody was pregnant in the family. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, Grandma Letty, that's my grandma, was having dreams that someone in the family is pregnant, and she thought it was your cousin. And I was like, my cousin? I'm the one who's married. I was like, I'm the one who just got married. Why was I not on the list? Why did you guys count me out? She's like, you were on the list, but we didn't think it was you. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? That was really funny. Apparently my grandma has premonitions. She was even right about the gender. So grandma's like, she had a dream that it was a beep. I don't know when I'm going to tell you what the gender was, but I do know. We do know. So grandma even knew about the gender. We're premonition queen. So my mom found out at 6 weeks. Tyler proceeded to tell his mom and his dad. So week 6 to week 9, I'm in the trenches. Nausea. I threw up once, but it was not good throw up. It was like projectile vomit throw up. The whole rest of the time I just felt like I was car sick. It was to the point where I walked through the store with my husband and we are like, well, what can you eat? And I was like, I don't know. Do I like chocolate pudding? And I'm like pretending to like eat the chocolate pudding in my head. And I'm like, maybe. I'm like, do I like bananas? Like, put it in the cart, but that doesn't sound good. Bread, just bread. Oh, bread. Ew. It was bad. And if you want to know what everything kind of just like the taste of, everything was very sweet. It tasted, and not like sugar, yum, 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 yum in my tum, 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 tum. It was like I would drink water and the water tasted sweet. And I'm like, why does this water taste sweet? There's nothing in it. Why does it taste like they put sugar in it? But not like yum sugar. Like if somebody else had drank the water and then spit it back and then I was drinking it. It was kind of like that. Like, sweet? Like, why is this sweet? But that was everything. Everything had this, like, taste to it. Oh, it was awful. Even thinking about it now, it was awful. I was standing on my balcony, my 9th floor balcony. I was standing on my balcony and I was staring out, watching, moms, women walking around with their children. And I was like crying and I was like, how do they do this? How are women walking around pretending that this isn't real life when you're pregnant? That I didn't just sleep for 14 hours. That I can't eat chocolate pudding or, chicken. I still can't eat home-cooked chicken. That still kind of grosses me out. Like, ew, smell it like cooking and stuff. Oh, that still grosses me out. But give me chicken from the store. Oh, gobble it, swallow it, drip down the side of it. But once week 9 hit, done. Gone. And I have yet to have nausea ever come back again. Sometimes if I'm in the passenger seat and Tyler's driving a little fast, I'll get nauseous, but that's probably just car sickness. But I have yet to have anything wrong with my actual appetite. So thank God, because I was in the trenches. My hormones have never been as stable as they are right now. And I know I said I cried, but it was never like my PMS type of crying. I'm very much an unstable PMS type girl. I wouldn't even say unstable. I'm very much volume of my emotions ripped up when I am before my period starts. Very much so, like if Tyler says something that might be a little, like he's trying to push my buttons, it's like he pushes a big red button and I might, have a hysterical breakdown that I might have held in or dealt with internally versus externally. So I have always been, before my period, very angry, very extra loud on my emotions. Not that they'd never existed, they were just amplified. All of them usually justified. I thought pregnancy would be like, well, if this was my PMS, then like this would be pregnancy. No, baby. I'm like a man. My emotions are like this. I've never been so emotionally stable in my entire life. I have not irrationally, over-exaggeratorily cried over something. I haven't screamed in my head or maybe out loud or in my car. Or I don't yell at my husband, but I don't snap at him. That isn't undeserved. I have literally never been as emotionally stable as I am right now. Like, so much so that I looked it up on Reddit. I wrote my little post in the Baby Bumps Reddit or something. I don't remember which one it was. And I was like, when do these emotions friggin' come out when you're pregnant? Because I've never been so mentally stable. And all the women in the comments said, me either. Like, I have never thought so clearly. All my brain fog is gone. My emotions are like level. I'm good. I'm happy. And then people also said, so was I until the baby was born. And then every emotion crashed down upon me and the floodgates opened. So, we'll see. We have that to look forward to. I'm supposed to meet my sister to go shopping, so I don't want to miss that. So, emotionally stable. Check. My next symptom. Constipation. Not anymore, but there was a good month and a half, maybe 2 months, where I think I pooped twice. I was trying. I bought prunes. I started drinking coffee again because I couldn't have coffee for a while. Now I can again. And I did everything I could to try to go poop. And when I tell you, that hard. When I tell you, I was crying on the toilet. See, it sounds like I'm crying a lot, but like it's really justified because my butthole was stretched really big. It hurt really bad. The poop was like this really hard. I'm not lying. I was looking up things online. How do I make poop come out of my body? Like, my search history for the past 5 months has been crazy. What will make me go poop? How do I make poop come out faster? What do I do if I'm constipated on the toilet and have been sitting here for an hour? Etc. But I'm still here today and I'm alive and we're regular. As of now, we're regular. So that is a plus. Well, regular. Nothing to be alarmed about. So it will pass. I think it was, if you're constipated and you're pregnant, it could be your prenatals. I think that's what it was. That's what it was for my mom. I knew that was a symptom she had, and I knew that was something that I could also have. But she had it with my sister. However, I still had it, so.
I forgot to mention, I did faint while giving blood, which I've done a lot during pregnancy. However, I've never fainted before, so that was kind of crazy.
Our next appointment that we went to for the baby was at 16 weeks. Now, this was when I had planned to tell everybody. I planned to tell everybody as we were in Korea as like another traveler on the way, or having a baby won't stop us from traveling, or another luggage to carry or something. It was going to be some type of reveal like that. So I have been waiting for 10 extra weeks from that 6-week photo until 10 weeks to get another photo of the baby. And now when you look up 16-week photos, the baby looks like a baby. It's got like the little face with the little nose, the little tummy, the little arms, the little fingers. Like it looks like a baby instead of kind of like a little bean. A little bean with arms and hands. So we go to our appointment. We sit down. The doctor's like, y'all got any questions? And I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't see the ultrasound machine. I've been waiting 10 weeks to see this child again. I don't see the ultrasound machine. And I was like, you know what? Maybe he'll wing it. He'll like bring it in. So I'm like, nope, no questions. Let's go. Let's see this baby. And my husband goes, are we gonna get to see the baby today? And the doctor's like, nah, sorry. It's just the heartbeat check today. No baby. And then suddenly my mind flashed to some of the Facebook pages I'm on. And then the Facebook moms are like, where can I go see my baby on an ultrasound out in town? Because this doctor, like our doctor's office, only lets you see the baby like a handful of times or something. And I was like, psh, nerd, every appointment you go see that baby. You want to see it more than like 20 times? Okay, I guess. Yeah, no. I was very wrong. And I should have screenshotted the places people were suggesting. But, in a week and a half, I get to do my 20-week ultrasound. And that's like the big boy, like the anatomy. That's where they like gonna measure their arms and their fingers, their legs, their head, their brain. That's where you kind of see like the scary ultrasounds where the baby's eyes are like. So I'm really excited about that. We're gonna see what she looks like now. I got my pregnancy pants on too. So we got to hear the little heartbeat, and this is what they sounded like. He sounded like a little dinosaur. So, in that moment, I realized we are not going to get a fresh new pic to show Instagram and Facebook to reveal the gender. Oh, no, not to reveal the gender. To reveal that we're pregnant. And I was pretty fine with waiting. Really up until the birth, I really didn't care. The only reason I wanted to kind of tell is because I wanted to tell YouTube, and not like this video, but like I wanted to openly be able to talk about it, maybe vlog a couple things, whatever. It would be weird if I came out here and was like, I'm pregnant on YouTube, and then like my actual personal like side of life, I'm just like, I mean, I guess it's incentive to watch my channel. What I ended up doing was I ended up taking pictures of our fridge, and this was my baby announcement. It was cute. It was okay. I liked it. It was fine enough. It got the point across that there's a baby inside me. Oh, this whole time, I haven't really been going to the gym. I have been working out. I walk about 6 to 8 miles, 5 to 8 miles a day out and about because I get kind of too tired when I lift weights. I should probably start to go back to lift weights, but after I was like falling asleep at the gym, I kind of got scared and was like, well, what I can do is at least walk as far as my body will let me. And that's what I've been doing up until now, is just going out into town, seeing life, and then like walking. So for the past 20 weeks, that's what about 20 that I've been doing. Sorry. The shortness of breath just hit me. It only took 37 minutes for the shortness of breath to kick in. She's either kicking or it's my heart. But why would he be kicking so high up? So that's it on the side of when we were in Okinawa. I've been shopping a lot. The baby room is not done, baby. The baby room is not done. And my husband keeps being like, we need to get the baby room done. But in like Okinawa, I realized how difficult it is to get like a bassinet, the cute bassinet I want, a cute crib I want, a cute, wallpaper. I don't got no peel and stick wallpaper. I gotta order that from Amazon. So there's a lot of stuff that I just don't have easy access to. And fast forward to like 2 days ago, my mom and I went to Walmart and we're walking around the store and I was like, oh, my sister. And I was like, you could decorate all your entire room in one day here in Walmart. Hi, Sam. That was my sister telling me to wrap it up. That is something we haven't done yet, is we haven't decorated the room. And I'm also kind of like, we're leaving Okinawa in like 2 years. So do I need to set her up a bedroom? Because she'll be 2, but she's probably going to be in our room for like a year and a half. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm a little iffy on, I'm going to set one up, obviously. And I'm very disappointed at the accessibility that America has versus the accessibility that Okinawa has. Everything is just very different, very foreign. Like, they don't have, like the Frida cooling pads, like the Frida bottle spray for your, like, private areas. They don't have that in Okinawa. But they do have that here. And, like, I went to Walmart and I was like, oh, there's the stuff I've been seeing. That's why women have, get your Frida cooling spray for when your freaking vagina's all open. You know what I mean? Like, it's right there in the aisles. In Okinawa, I've been like, is everybody just ordering this off of Amazon? Like, where are people finding this stuff? I'm a big go out and shop, see it, touch it, grab it, smell it, take it home person. I'm not a big online shopper. I'm gonna have to start doing is online shopping at Amazon. So the baby's room's not done. You didn't miss anything on that front. And I don't even know if it's something I'm gonna film. I'm really, 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 really working on a balance between my real life and what I show on YouTube, because I want to show my real life on YouTube. However, I don't want to miss those real moments as they're happening right in front of me. But I also don't want to show too much, especially with the baby coming in. I don't know. Am I going to be an Ace family vlogger? Or am I going to be, I don't know. You know who Sarah's Day is? She kind of shows her kids. She shows them a little bit more than other people do. Am I going to be that kind of vlogger, which I think I'll probably lean a little bit more that way? Or am I going to be like some of these commentary channels where you don't even know they have a kid until they say something about it? I'm not entirely sure. It's probably going to be somewhere on this spectrum of Sarah's Day and some of these other, commentary channels, because I do love my vlogs. They are very aesthetic and very, very good if you want to check them out. And I don't want to miss those moments on either, because they are like little movies of my life, a perfected little movie of my life. So I don't know yet. My belly bump is finally arriving. It only took 20 weeks. In fact, I got this hat so that while I was in Korea, people didn't think I was just fat. Which sounds like, but I've only gained 10 pounds so far. Which in fact you can see in one of my Coachella video, my pants don't fit anymore, and that's because I'm pregnant. And that shirt really doesn't fit because I'm pregnant. But I'm wearing pregnancy pants right now. My first time wearing them. Tyler got them for me for Mother's Day. I'm so excited. So overall, what are my thoughts on pregnancy? Honestly, I think I've been very fortunate up until now. I'm only in my second trimester, and honestly, from here on out, it's probably going to get a lot harder. I've been very fortunate. I have not been limited. I've still been very active. Like I said, Tyler and I, while we were in Korea, we walked 70 miles in 5 days. So as long as I can take my time, as long as I'm not rushed, as long as I don't have to run, as long as I don't have to talk for a long time, as long as I don't have to yell, as long as I don't have to, do anything like that, I'll be fine. I have noticed, I don't know if it's her or him pushing against my diaphragm, but I sometimes I'll just be like out of breath for no reason, and I've done nothing. So I think they're pushing their little booty against my little organs. Oh, we have felt kicks as well. The very, very, very first kick was in our kitchen. It was like at 14, 13 weeks, and it was a flutter, and Tyler felt it at the same time. And then I felt her moving throughout a couple weeks, and then it was ghost. It was ghost silent, and we didn't feel anything for sure again until last week on the train in Korea. And it came out of left field. It was just like a poof. Like she found the edge of the body again. And when that happened, that is the first time I cried. Like, I was trying not to make a big deal on the train, but I did. And I looked up at Tyler, and he knew exactly what had happened. He knew exactly in that moment that they had kicked. So, because it was kind of low, it was in my... did you know your baby's in, like, your little... Where your fupa is? That is where the baby is. So, it's very low down. So, I had my hands kind of, not in my pants, but, like, in that area. So, on the train, Tyler could not touch them. No fupa baby for you. So, names. We do have some names. We are not sold on any names. My husband, surprisingly, is very opinionated on names. I really thought it was just going to be like a... but he's very opinionated, which is nothing wrong with that. I just wasn't expecting it. And I like opinion. So... give me opinion or give me pain. So, I think she's like, I don't know if she's moving, but she's pushing. But yesterday was kind of the first time I woke up and I actually kind of saw a baby bump. And she's only going to get bigger. So, my husband is in Okinawa right now. I'm at home in Oregon visiting my family. I'm gonna go watch my sister graduate. And then I'm heading home next week. And then we're going to have the 20-week, during like my 22 week, we're going to have the 20-week ultrasound. So this video should actually be up tomorrow. So like I'm filming it today for me, and it should be up tomorrow, I hope, because I haven't posted a video in a very long time. I had a lot of life things kind of happening, not pregnancy things, but like kind of the job I want things. And then that took like 2 to 3 weeks of my time, and then we went to Korea. And so I haven't posted a video in a very long time, and that is why. But there should be a Korea video coming out. I just uploaded like the footage. Oh, she's kicking. She's moving. She's not kicking. She's just kind of moving. She's exploring right now. Or he. And that's about it. So I'm really excited to finally enter my mother phase. Mother, I am your mother. You listen to me. Stop all the mansplaining. So I'm super excited. Tyler's super excited. My family's super excited. And they're going to be born in October. You're going to hear a little screaming little baby in the back of my commentary videos. I might even put them like on display, like right here while they're sleeping in a little bassinet. And maybe like, you know, put the little mic against his little mouth so that while they're sleeping, you can hear them sleep. But also, I might have had a little bit of milk come out. So we're progressing. But I don't know. It could just be from my mind. The girlies are getting ready. The belly's getting ready. I am going to try to go to Korea one more time with one of my friends while I'm still mobile, because I know as third trimester hits and like the real, your bones, your pelvic, your back, your everything starts breaking and changing. I know I'm not going to be able to walk like I used to. Even now, these next 2 weeks, I'm a lot more stationary than I usually am, and I already know that's really going to affect me for the future. So we're going to the mall, and that'll be my workout for today, is I'm going to walk around the little mall. So that is everything. Don't forget to congratulate me in the comments below. We're moms now, baby! Our first child! That's it. That's my thoughts on pregnancy. Kinda crazy. Kinda cool. Oh, you can't have coffee. You can have like a little bit of coffee. You can't have coffee. Like, I'm now a mom, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!